Hi guys, welcome back to Lost in My Library. My name's Kate. Today I am doing an ARC review over Burn the Negative by John Winning. This is about a woman who years ago was a child actress who was who made a movie. I'm struggling to remember what the name of the movie was, but she was on this movie. This movie ended up being cursed, turning into a cursed film, she being one of the very few people to actually survive the cursed film. This is very much poltergeisty, feels very poltergeisty if you love, you can't really love everything that happened around Poltergeist, because there was some actual tragedy that happened to people who were part of the Poltergeist movie. Whether or not it was actually cursed or not, this book takes that idea and makes it actually cursed. So she was a part of this movie. Years later, she's invited back to the set because they are making a TV show remake of the movie, and things keep happening. It's starting to happen again. She's starting to have visions. The deaths are very specific to the deaths in the TV show and the movie from years prior. And this, if you love that kind of creepypasta cursed film kind of vibe, this is the book for you. This was really good. This also, in lieu of I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jennette McCurdy, there was a lot of talk about child actors, actresses, and what they go through when they're young and their parents are forcing them to do these parts. So it's in that same vein. There's a lot of that discussion too, because her mom was awful. So trigger warning for her mom basically being Jennette McCurdy's mother. So there you go. Same kind of woman we're dealing with in this book. There was no talk of like anything beyond like predatory people. So there was no predatory people. Anything that happened with our main character, thank goodness. But like, her mom's still awful, and still abused her. There were so much. I think it's Jennette McCurdy's mom times like infinity. That woman, this woman is, something else. The same thing. The characters are kind of all over the place. From what I remember, they change very quickly. Our main character very much is an unreliable narrator, in the same vein as like Riley Sager. I'm dealing with same kind of unreliable narrator. Honestly, if you're a fan of Riley Sager, you probably would actually like this book too. It's kind of reads like Riley Sager's kind of taking what has happened, what the horror industry has done, and writing a novel version of it. So I think if you are very much a fan of Riley Sager, you're also going to really like this book as well, because unreliable narrator. I just now thought of that. I didn't actually think of this when I was reading this book, but yeah, as soon as I said unreliable narrator, I was like, oh yeah, like Riley Sager. Oh yeah, this is pretty similar. I love the choice of having the main character being a former actress. I wish there was more horror books like this, in the same kind of vein of like cursed movie sets or cursed TV shows. I think there's a lot of potential there. Atmosphere definitely gives Poltergeist vibes with having cursed set and people dying who were involved. It's such a good setting. It's a great setting for a horror novel. Writing's fine. Really like the mixed media. There were mixed media aspects to this. There wasn't a ton. It was just kind of like a one-page, like it might be a newspaper article about what happened then or what's happening now, rumors, Twitter pages. So, there's that. Thought it added more to the world that was happening around our main character. Plot. I think it was an interesting plot that got a little bit lost in the end. Whereas Riley Sager likes to make it not paranormal, John Winning was like, I'm going to make it even more paranormal than the original concept. And you're just like, oh, okay. I don't know if that was a great choice. It was a choice. I will say, it was a choice. Something I have not personally seen that much. And it was a choice for what happened at the end. Not like the very end, but like the climax of the story. That part was a choice. And then the ending was still, I think it made sense for like what was happening through the whole character arc, story arc of what was happening. But that climax, oof, needed work. Intrigued. The curse set had me hooked from the start. Seeing the deaths and how they tied to the movie/TV show was very interesting as well. One of my all-time favorite novels is And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. And if you've read it, there's a poem that goes with the book. And each of the deaths correlate with a stanza of the poem. And it doesn't always make sense. It's unexpected. It's not straightforward. Like, one stanza says, he got hugged by a bear and died, but it wasn't an actual bear. It was a bear statue that fell from a balcony and crushed him. So I think that was quite interesting to see that play out, especially since I loved And Then There Were None. Logic, the ending, that climax was a downer. Otherwise, it did well. Enjoyment, I enjoyed this book and would actually read more if he wrote more books in this, like, taking horror, real life kind of things and fictionalizing it things, because real life is scary. So I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It's that climax that really bugged me, and at this point, unreliable narrators, which I've nagged on Riley Sager a lot in my time here about having unreliable narrators, and how much he cannot write a book without one. So there's my little dig at Riley Sager, but I think John Winning, as long as he doesn't make it his shtick, I think we'll be fine. One book with an unreliable narrator, it's fine. So tell me if you've read this book. Are you looking forward to this book? I don't remember. Oh, this is coming out on July 11th of this year, so you got time. You might be able to go on NetGalley and actually request an ARC of this. I'm not sure if this is still out for NetGalley, but it's good. I highly recommend. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Go be a good cabbage today. Do something kind for someone, even if it is for yourself, because self-care is important. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.